Hello guys, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel once again. In this video I'm going to talk about thought flow in our mind. So without wasting any more time, let us jump into the topic. Our mind, it has an unique nature, which means it continuously creates an images in our mind, continuously creates thoughts in our mind, whether it is consciously or unconsciously. Why I am saying unconsciously means, even when we are in sleep, it doesn't stop producing images or thoughts, right? Sequence of meaningful images is called a dream that we get when we are in sleep. So that is the nature of our mind, which produces continuously different kind of thoughts. When our thoughts are produced based on the thoughts or images, we get emotions which belongs to that thought. For example, if you are getting good thoughts, good images in our mind, automatically those thoughts lead us to bring good emotions like happiness, joy, peace. But whenever our mind is creating negative thoughts, automatically we'll get negative emotions like sad, depression, anger, like this. So we people don't have any problem with positive thoughts, because anyway they give us happiness. But we have only problem with the negative thoughts because they produce negative emotions. So to solve this kind of problem, some people came up with one kind of ideas, some ideas. First of all, we need to talk about religion. What religion says, it goes like this. Whenever we are getting negative thoughts, we need to suppress those thoughts with external effort. Whenever you suppress them, automatically they dissolve. It is the religion says. Is it true? Whenever you are suppressing any thought, whether it is good or bad, it seems those thoughts are went away, but they don't go anywhere. Whenever you keep on suppressing those thoughts, it will be hidden down layers of our mind. It appears went away from our mind. With external effort, with the struggle, if you suppress them, they will be hidden down layer of our mind. So that is a problem with what religion said. And people want to have a peace in our minds. So to get that kind of peace, religion says this kind of method to be followed. But in this method, this is the blunder which we can face. For example, if you take any fully air balloon or ball and take that ball to the swimming pool or any water pool, and you push that ball to the downwards of that water, it goes down into the water. But as long as you keep your hand on that ball, it will be there in the water. But once you take off your hand, the ball will be bounced back. So the same thing happened with the suppression. Same thing happened with the thoughts. When you are suppressing any thought with external force, it seems went away, but it will be there in our mind. So that is the problem with what religion said. And some other people came up with another idea that is called meditation. We know what meditation is. Nowadays, it became much popularity. So what meditations, in meditation, the teacher says, the instructor says like this. You just sit in a humble pose and close your eyes. And the goal of meditation is to bring peace in our mind, right? That is the goal of doing that kind of practice. So, and you close your eyes and you need to focus on one single image or one single thought. Whenever you are focusing on one single thought, there is also one kind of problem. That problem is, as I told you in the beginning, our mind is like a machine which produces thoughts continuously. Even when we are in sleep, it doesn't stop, as I told you. We know it. But if we come to the meditation, suddenly we want to bring a change in our mind by doing external force, by pushing one single thought, and one single thought wanted to be alone, stand alone. Can we bring peace by doing this kind of practice? No, not at all. Because so many thoughts are revolving in our mind, and every thought wanted to be focused, every thought wanted to be stand alone. But in a meditation, we want to focus on one single thought by doing external efforts. And we want to get that one single thought should wipe off all other thoughts which are revolving in our mind. It means that one single thought is fighting with all other thoughts in our mind. So, with the fighting, can we bring peace in our mind? For example, take any two countries. They are at war. They are doing war. And you want to bring peace between those two countries by doing another war. Can we bring peace? No. We create more destruction when we are doing war. We want to bring peace between those two countries which are at war. If you do another war to bring peace, we cannot bring it. We create more destruction. So the same thing happened with the meditation. There are so many thoughts are revolving and they are fighting each other, and we want to push, we want to focus on one single thought, and that one single thought is fighting with all other thoughts to stand alone. So there is a war. With a conflict, we cannot bring peace. Meditation seems outwardly, it seems very humble, very peaceful. But the people who are doing meditation, who are practicing that thing, there is a lot of struggle going on in their heads. So that is the problem with the meditation. So to get rid of these negative emotions, some philosophers came up with a kind of method. That is my personal thing. I like that method, and I am very impressed with that method, what philosophers said to get rid of these negative thoughts from our mind. Whenever we are getting any negative thought, if you are doing any external effort, remember, if you are doing any external effort to bring peace, external struggle to bring peace, we cannot get peace. It creates more destruction. For example, take any lake with a full of water. Underneath that lake, some small bubbles are coming upwards to the surface of that lake. Whenever the bubbles are coming to the surface of the lake, it touches the surface and the bubble will be burst out. Whenever the bubble bursts out, it creates some kind of ripples, it creates some kind of disturbance on the surface of the water, surface of the lake, right? And you sat at the bank of that lake, you observed it, that kind of disturbance, and you don't want to see that kind of disturbance on that lake. So you got one kind of idea. Whenever the bubble is going to touch the surface of the lake, whenever the bubble is going to burst out, before it creates ripples, you take one stone and you want to throw on that bubble to stop that disturbance. So the bubble came up and touches the surface. Before it touches, you throw a stone particularly at that place where the bubble is going to be burst out. When you are throwing a stone on the lake, can we bring peace on the lake? the stone which you thrown on the lake, it creates more disturbance what the bubble is going to create. So the same thing happened with the external effort in a meditation. So as I said, the philosophers came up with one kind of idea, that is, whenever the people are getting any negative emotion, negative thoughts, you don't need to have any external effort. You don't need to put any external effort to dissolve it. It means when you are getting any thought, you just need to observe the flow of the thoughts in our mind. When you keep on just observing it, automatically the original nature of our soul will dissolve those negative thoughts from our mind. Then automatically we'll get peace. This kind of method is good, I think. That is my personal opinion. Whenever we are getting any negative thoughts, you need to just observe the flow, just observation, without having any interaction with the image or thought. If you have any interaction, that kind of interaction make the thought will be multiplied. For example, if you keep on talking to me, if you saw me and you try to talk to me and keep on talking to me, while you are talking to me, I am not replying any single word to you, then what will you do? You will be just quiet. You just shut up your mouth, because even if you keep on talking to me, I am not replying any single word to you. I am not responding to you. Then you will be silent. So the same thing happened with this kind of observation. When the thoughts are going on in our mind, just observe how the person sitting on the bank of the river observes the flow, observe the moving of a boat or ship on the lake without having any interaction with the boat or ship. Just observe it. When you keep on observing it, the original nature, the true nature of our soul will dissolve those negative thoughts or negative emotions. So this kind of practice is good, is better compared with what religion said and what meditation said. Just observation without having any interaction with the thought, especially without having any judgment. Don't judge any thought. It is a good thought, it is a bad thought. If you are judging anything, it means you stopped observation. If you are judging any person or anything, it means you stopped observing it. So don't judge it. If you are judging means it is also another kind of idea. It is also another kind of interaction which you are going to have with our thoughts. So with just keen observation, peaceful observation, we get peace, because those negative thoughts will be dissolved by those kind of observation. So it needs a little bit of practice. It needs a little bit of practice to get used to it. Once we get used to it, it will be useful for us, and it makes peace in our mind compared with what religion said and meditation said. So this is my personal opinion. If you like this kind of method, you just try it once, and I hope you'll get better results. I hope this video makes some sense to you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.